Hi, and welcome to In Brandon. Today we're going to talk about Augustfest. And with us today we have Laura Jones, who's an arranger and a cellist at the event, and David Wilson, who is the Augustfest Executive Director. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, why don't you just tell us, what is Augustfest?
Augustfest is a summer festival which brings back to Western Manitoba people who have a serious connection to this part of the province, born here, raised here, educated here perhaps, or came from other places to educate at Brandon University. And as a result, we are able to draw people who've gone off to all kinds of places in the world, like Thailand and Moscow and the Netherlands. And so it's a homecoming. And often these people have relatives here who are still in Brandon and who are very proud of them. Laura does, for example. So it's a fun festival. It's not terribly serious. It's very relaxed atmosphere. It's a summer atmosphere. And we even feed people after the concert. We invite the artists to come out and mingle with us in the foyer, and we feed them some of the best homemade butter tarts you will find in Western Manitoba.
So, when is Augustfest this year?
It's coming up quickly. It starts on Tuesday, August the 9th, and runs to Sunday afternoon, August the 14th.
Right. And so what activities, what concerts are happening this year?
Well, we have a wide range of concerts, and some that you might not think of as concerts, but really do involve the playing of music. We have, for example, opening nights is the restoration, the art of restoring a piano. And this is an absolutely fascinating evening. I can't get enough of it. We are using as our star that night a 1905 German Blüthner piano, which was brought into Manitoba way back when, in the early part of the last century, to be the official grand piano of Brandon. And at the time was it that was the #1 piano. And over the years, it gradually fell into disuse and then was rediscovered by Mark Kramer. And he has spent a year restoring the piano. And it's fascinating because he's able to take the sound back to what it must have sounded like then. And it's a very special piano because most of the strings on a piano are in triplets. But the Blüthner, this particular Blüthner, has a 4th string that cradles the other 2. And so people are going to be fascinated by the sound of the piano. And then 4 prominent local pianists are going to play on the piano after Mark has done his lecture presentation, and then respond to how they like or dislike the piano. It's going to be fun. So that's our opening night. From there we go on. We have Michelle Price doing a joint vocal piano recital. We're bringing back Suzu Enns, a brilliant young clarinetist from Montreal, who's making big waves on the electroacoustic stage down there. But I don't want to scare anybody away. She won't be doing electroacoustic in Brandon, but she will be doing some wonderful clarinet repertoire. And then we move on to a night at the opera, and we have a night on Broadway, and we have the Augustfest Quintet. We've got all kinds of things.
So you're involved in arranging one special night?
I'm arranging the concert, I made the arrangements, I should say, for the concert on Saturday night, which is titled High Standards, by which I refer to, it's basically a collection of all the great Broadway composers of the 20th century, starting with Jerome Kern, going through Rodgers and Hart, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Bernstein, Sondheim, Gershwin, of course. All of these arranged for a string quartet and 2 singers, and we have 2 fantastic singers, Millie Scarlett, who studied here with Sylvia Richardson in the 80s, I believe, and Jamie McLennan, who is a wonderful nationally and internationally recognized tenor, Canadian tenor, who I've actually worked with in Toronto, but he studied here in Brandon also with Sylvia Richardson. And they both have a real great character that they bring to these songs. So I'm really looking forward to that.
You're involved with festivals all around. So how does August Fest compare to other festivals?
I am always delighted to come home. It's this marvelous combination of artists of an international caliber, truly international, and many of them coming back to Brandon from wherever, the sort of diaspora of graduates from Brandon University, and also local musicians. There are a lot of amazing local musicians that have just come from here and gone all over the world. So it has the quality of the performances is international, but the spirit of the festival is very local, because we're all playing for our friends and family, and so it has a different spirit to it than most festivals, just because it's very warm and embracing. It's a wonderful feeling to be on the stage, and also to be in the audience for the concerts where I'm not playing, and listening to all of these great artists that have come through this sort of extremely what's in the water fertile birthplace of music.
And we constantly underestimate how many musicians have come out of Western Manitoba. It's incredible.
Right. So, and as like you said, it's a really great opportunity to see all of these people who have local ties come in and perform. So where is August Fest happening?
It happens in the Lorne Watson Recital Hall at the School of Music on the western edge of the Brandon University campus, each night at 7:30, and then Saturday afternoon at 3 and 7:30, and then Sunday afternoon at 3. And just a word of caution, the Watson Hall is usually fairly cool. I was at a 4-hour recital there recently, and I was like an iceberg when I came out. So people might want to think about bringing a sweater with them. It's great to come in, and here's this beautiful air-conditioned space, but after a couple of hours you start to think, ooh, it's cool in here.
I can say, coming from Toronto as I have this week, I'm looking forward to being on the cold side. It's been so hot for so long here.
Right.
Right. So how much are tickets for August Fest?
They vary. A couple of the events are $15 in advance or $20 at the door. The evening things are mostly $25 in advance and $30 at the door. And I'm from Brandon, born and raised in Brandon, so I know the value of saving money. So I urge people to save $5 on every concert and buy in advance. Tickets available at the School of Music with the phone number 727-9631, or at Ted Good Music, which is up on 10th Street.
Right, and all this information is also available on the August Fest website.
That's right.
augustfest.ca.
Right.
Right, so have anything else you guys want to add in?
I'm always amazed at the first couple of years. I didn't realize this, but I'm amazed at the networking that goes on at August Fest. That kind of blew my mind. I thought, these people must run into each other all the time across Canada, but they really don't. And there's quite a bit of networking happens.
Yeah, it's always great to come back and see. Often, there are people that we will have known when we were at school here that we haven't seen in years or decades, and this is a chance to reconnect with them too.
Right.
Well, that's excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming in. And so that's August Fest, running from August 9th to the 14th, right here in Brandon at Brandon University in the Lorne Watson Recital Hall. And if you're looking for tickets, all the information can be found on augustfest.ca. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.